What's up, fam? Welcome back to Podcast and Chill. I'm Leo, here to make you crack up.
I'm Gwen, and as always, I'm here to keep Leo from making a joke out of himself.
Okay, jokes aside, today's question is, what does it even mean to actually think in English?
Is it having a constant, flawless English monologue in your head?
Or just automatically replying when someone hits you with a, "How are you?"
Probably that moment when you're jotting down a quick grocery list and throw in some English words?
Are you already thinking in English more than you realize?
We're about to find out in this episode.
Yep, we're going to learn how to spot those little signs that show you're already thinking in English.
And once we know those signs, we'll learn how to make it a habit.
A real, natural habit to boost your language skills.
Let's dive into it.
So, before we dive into what thinking in English actually is, let's talk about what it ain't.
You're right. There's so much misinformation out there. We gotta debunk this stuff ASAP.
What's the first myth?
Like I said, lots of folks think it means thinking with perfect grammar and a perfect accent.
But that's not true, right?
What do you think?
English is my first language, so I'm not really in their shoes. But I'm learning French, and if the convo in my head ain't got perfect grammar and the accent's off, that ain't French to me.
Well, even fluent speakers switch languages in their heads.
So, even if I mix French and English in my brain, it's still thinking in English?
That's right.
Got it. Any other major misconceptions?
The idea is that you gotta erase your native language's thought patterns.
What kind of thought patterns are we talking about?
Many learners believe that to truly think in English, they must completely discard their mother tongue's way of structuring sentences,
Why though?
because they fear it's gonna pollute their English.
But I know tons of bilinguals mix thought patterns all the time.
I know, right? Because fluency is about being flexible, not deleting your first language.
Got it. Anything else we gotta debunk?
Well, some people think no translation allowed. They act like if you translate in your head, you're failing at English.
Is that even real?
Nah. Even advanced speakers translate sometimes, especially with complex stuff. It's part of the process, not a failure.
So, we're kind of clear that thinking in English ain't some magical moment when our brain suddenly forgets our native language. So what is it then?
It's about direct processing.
Example, please.
Like, if you're learning English and you hear dog, you think of the animal, not the word in your native language first.
Oh, I get it. So we understand the concept of a dog, and the image just pops up.
Indeed. You also start getting non-visual concepts in English. Jokes or idioms, they make sense without needing a whole explanation.
Or it can be simple stuff like, "How are you doing?" or "What's your name?" We don't often translate it. We just get it.
For sure, your brain just automatically switches to the language. No mental translator is required. It's thinking in English.
You're making it sound too easy.
Because it is.
So, tell me, Gwen, let's say I'm an English learner. If thinking in English ain't some dramatic light bulb moment, when does it actually happen?
It happens way more than you think. Those micro moments are popping up in your daily life and you don't even realize it.
It's just sneaking into my life, huh?
Are you on social media a lot?
Kinda. I mean, I'm basically living half my life scrolling through posts and reels, so
And have you ever read a caption on Insta or TikTok and just understood it without hitting the translate button?
I do it all the time, because captions are often simple and short.
See? Your brain doesn't stop and go, "Hold up, let me translate." It just gets it. That's thinking in English.
Uh-huh. That makes sense. Like when people say, "Oh my God," a lot of them ain't even native English speakers, but they use that phrase more than me.
I feel that. Or they'll throw in a "thank you" instead of their native language.
It's like some automatic reflex, huh?
Yeah, your brain is just too comfortable with the foreign language that it just rolls off the tongue.
Well, sometimes I find noting down in French easier and quicker.
Tell me more.
I often mix up my grocery or to-do lists with French and English because some French phrases and vocabs are shorter.
Like what?
For example, my grocery list is eggs, milk, and pain. Well, pain is bread in French, not that I'm gonna grab some pain from the shelves.
That's the foreign sneaking into your everyday life. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes.
But if we've been low-key thinking in a foreign language this whole time, how come nobody's catching on?
Because your brain is sneaky.
Huh?
It's doing the work in the background like an app running silently on your phone.
So, my brain is basically that one app that's always draining my battery?
Pretty much. You don't realize you're thinking in English because it feels normal. It's automatic.
But how's my brain even pulling that off?
So, there's this whole theory by this linguist, Stephen Krashen, that learning a language happens, like, under the radar. So, thinking in a foreign language is mostly a subconscious thing.
Oh, so that's why it feels like it's happening naturally, without me even noticing?
Yep. This psychologist, Logan, also says that thinking in a foreign language becomes automatic through practice.
And
And since it's automatic, you don't really clock it. You're focused on what you're thinking, not what language you're thinking in.
does that apply to, like, smaller stuff? Like common phrases or individual words?
For sure. If you use them a lot, they become automatic.
That's why I keep saying pain instead of bread when I'm writing my grocery list.
Bilinguals do that all the time. Switching languages is just a normal thing, whether you're talking or writing.
So my brain is actually working in a foreign language, even if I don't always notice it?
You're breathing, right? But you're not sitting there thinking about your lungs doing their thing, are you?
That's a good one. I gotta give my brain some credit. It's working harder than I thought.
Yep, don't sleep on your brain. Once you clock all those little moments where you're throwing a foreign language into your life, you'll level up for real.
That's hard though. There's so much going on in a day. How am I supposed to catch all those micro moments?
Just catch yourself in the act.
Do you mean spy on my own brain?
Exactly. Throughout the day, pay attention to those little moments when you think in English.
Like when?
Like when you read a sign and don't translate it, or when you mutter, "Ugh, I'm late," instead of saying it in your native language.
How am I supposed to do that? We're not Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it's a struggle if you're not a good observer. Well, try writing a quick journal entry in English every night then.
What if one's English skills are like mid?
It doesn't have to be deep or complex at all. Just, today was a busy day. Ate pasta. It was fire. Period.
I must admit that's actually doable.
And if you really want to level up, do small daily stuff in English, like talking to yourself.
You're telling me to have full-on conversations with myself? People are gonna think I'm losing it.
You don't have to do it out loud. Just try describing what you're doing in your head. Like, okay, now I'm making coffee.
Like I'm on a reality show?
Why not? Pretend you're looking into some imaginary cameras.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I'm in the show The Office.
And most importantly, use words you already know. No need for fancy vocabulary. Just use what feels natural.
But I'm here to flex.
You can flex with the fancy words once you're comfortable with them. For now, stick with the basics because the goal ain't to win a pageant, it's to communicate.
Copy that. All right, fam, it's time to wrap this up.
If you're learning English, chances are you're already thinking in English more than you realize.
Even if it's just reading an Insta caption, throwing some English words on your grocery list, or understanding, "How are you?" without hitting the translate button, it all counts.
Look, thinking in English isn't some big dramatic switch. It's those tiny moments adding up.
So, my friends, if you're stressing about not thinking in English enough, the answer is you already are.
Now we want to hear from you. When was the last time you caught yourself thinking in English?
Maybe you whispered, "Thank you," or were screaming, "Oh my God," in your head.
Or maybe you ordered food without translating the menu.
Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below.
Thank you for tuning in today. Catch you next time.
Hey Gwen, let's go over some phrases today. First, light bulb moment. It means a sudden realization or great idea. For example, I had a light bulb moment and finally figured out how to solve the problem.
Second, roll off the tongue. It means something is easy to say or sounds smooth. For example, her name just rolls off the tongue so naturally.
Third, catch on. It means to understand something. For example, we were teasing Jim, but he was slow to catch on that we were joking.
Fourth, under the radar. It means to go unnoticed or stay low-key. For example, he kept his new relationship under the radar for months.
Finally, sleep on something. It means to pay no attention to something important or impressive. For example, she is the best actress of our generation. Don't sleep on her performances.
Now, let's discuss a few questions about our topic today. First question is, what are some signs that someone is already thinking in English, even if they don't realize it?
That's a good one. I'd say it's when you understand phrases without translating, or when you mix English words into your daily life without thinking.
That's a great way to put it. The second question is, how can someone start to notice and encourage these moments of thinking in English?
I'd say try journaling in English, or even just describing your daily actions to yourself in English.
That's spot on. What about you, listeners?
Share your experiences and answers in the comment section below. Hey everyone, welcome back to Podcast and Chill. I'm Leo, your favorite host, and as always, I'm here with the one and only brilliant Gwen. How's it going, Gwen?
I'm good, Leo. Thank you for asking. Though, you always introduce me like I'm your life coach or something.
Aren't you? You literally keep me from spiraling every week.
Fair enough. So, what are we talking about today? I hope this isn't another one of your let's get rich by doing nothing theories.
Excuse you, those schemes were flawless. But have you ever heard of the 1% mindset?
Oh, it's about making small improvements every day, right?
Yep, just small steps taken every day, and it can completely change your journey. And this one's backed by science.
Well, now you definitely have my attention.
Uh-huh. It's all about stacking tiny wins. Imagine if you just read 10 pages a day. Boom. In a month, you've crushed a whole book.
Okay, let's be real. When was the last time you finished a book?
Moving on. The point is, 1% better every day means you're 37 times better in a year.
Oh boy, here we go again. So, today, let's talk about how small changes, just a little every day, can help you get better over time.
Plus, there's a free PDF in the description below for you to follow along and start your own 1% challenge today. So sit back, relax, and let's figure this out together. Okay, first, what does 1% mindset really mean? Like, how can just 1% make a difference? Do I only need to put in 1% effort in life to get rich? Because if that's true, I've been overworking for years.
Well, actually, the 1% mindset doesn't mean doing less. It's about improving just a little every single day. And yes, there's research behind it. A study published in the British Journal of Health Psychology showed that tiny, consistent changes in behavior lead to lasting habits.
So, instead of dreaming about big success, you focus on tiny steps?
You got it right. What separates successful people from dreamers isn't luck, talent, or money. It's about how they think and how they use their time.
Oh, so the 1% mindset is for people who treat time like a limited edition iPhone? It's valuable, rare, and not to be wasted?
Yep, we all have the same 24 hours, but the 1% people use that time on purpose. They don't just stay busy, they focus on what truly matters.
I see. Say no to time-wasting stuff. Binge watching 27 cat videos in a row is a no-go?
Yeah, they choose discipline over distraction. Success comes from small, daily choices that are done with intention. But hey, if cat videos are your passion, maybe you're the 1% of cat video analysts.
Okay, so this isn't about being perfect. More like being consistent. Even just 1% better each day?
That's the core idea. And the best part? This mindset isn't just for CEOs or geniuses. It's for anyone, yes, anyone who's ready to commit, show up daily, and stay focused on the goal.
But what if one day I wake up and just don't feel like doing anything? No motivation, no coffee, no nothing. Am I kicked out of the 1% club?
Nope, that's actually the perfect moment to prove you're really in it. If you can still take action when your brain says, nuh-uh, no, that's true 1% behavior. Most people give up at that point, and that's the real gap between the 1% and the 99%. Want to know the key difference between the 1% and 99%? The 1% don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline.
Wait. You mean they keep working even when they don't feel like it?
Exactly. While most people wait for motivation to kick in, they keep going, even on the boring, difficult, no-energy days. They don't let emotions control them.
You're saying they don't skip the gym just because it's raining? Or because Netflix is calling?
Yes, Leo. They know that real results come from showing up. They do the repetitive stuff, the not-so-fun tasks, because they know that's where success is built on.
Huh? And the 99%?
They depend on temporary motivation. They get excited, start strong, then quit when it gets boring or tough.
Okay, ouch.
You know, buying new books, downloading 3 fitness apps, or finally drinking water, only to give up by week 2.
Double ouch. In short, the 1% show up, rain or shine, motivated or meh. And I bet their why isn't for likes or trophies, huh?
Bingo, they don't need an audience. They work even when no one's watching. No applause, no good job comments.
Honestly, that's kind of hardcore. I mean, I need at least one person to notice when I do exercises.
But that's the point. The 1% are driven by purpose, not praise. Understand that true growth happens in silence. It's not flashy, it's not public, but it's powerful.
I guess the 99%, they kind of need that recognition to keep going then.
Because their goals are built for Instagram. The 1% build for impact.
Oof, that line hit hard. Not built for Instagram, built for impact. You know, Gwen, this makes me realize something.
What's that?
I think I've been way too focused on the end result. When will I see results? Or how fast can I master this? But I totally ignore the small, boring stuff, like putting in the daily work.
And that's the next lesson. The 1% focus on the process, not just the prize.
So they don't chase instant results?
No, they know success comes from mastering the process, showing up, improving bit by bit, and trusting that the results will come. Kind of like watering a plant. You can't just randomly scream grow at it and expect some kind of magic. Meanwhile, the 99%, they want the rewards now. Lose weight with no effort, kind of stuff like that.
All those quick fix ads, am I right?
Yeah, but the truth is wanting results without the work, that's a losing game. The 1% love the grind.
Ah, slow and steady wins the race, huh? Basically, when I go to the gym, just trust the process, enjoy the ride, and stop checking the mirror every 5 seconds to see if I've transformed.
That's right, Leo. You're getting it.
Isn't it kind of slow? I low-key want the Rocky montage. Music, sweat, glory. Big dramatic change, like in the movies.
Calm down, Rocky. You'll get your big moment. Take it easy. All that deep talk about the 1% mindset got me thinking about bamboo.
Bamboo? You mean the plant? Are you about to tell me to hug a tree next?
No, but if you hug a bamboo, at least it'll grow faster than your attention span.
All right, Grumpy. The plant?
Okay, the plant. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere with this.
Sure.
The bamboo tree, it barely grows at all for the first 4 years, right?
Yeah, so?
It looks like nothing's happening. But underground, it's building a massive root system.
Ah, so it's doing secret work.
Then in the 5th year, it shoots up to 80 feet in just 6 weeks. That's what success often looks like. Slow, invisible prep, then boom, sudden growth.
So, the boring part matters, even if no one sees it? Like my gym membership that I only use to take selfies in the mirror?
Wow, Leo, you've cracked the code. Yeah, skills, habits, mindset, all of that grows silently. People only see the big win, but they miss the years of quiet effort. If you're in root building season, you shouldn't panic just because you don't see fast results. What you're doing now, the effort, the practice, the quiet progress, it counts.
Turns out you weren't talking about gardening tips. Sorry for misunderstanding, Gwen.
Apology accepted. Next time, I'll explain it using memes so you'll pay attention. I just thought bamboo's growth could teach us about unseen effort.
Yeah, it's honestly impressive. I'm officially Team Bamboo now. Slow growth with deep roots? I'm in. But real talk, Gwen. How do we actually do this in daily life?
Now, let's talk about how you can apply the 1% mindset. Start with something super important. Your daily habits. Small habits may seem, well, small, but over time, they add up. Remember what you said at the beginning about 1% better every day means you're 37 times better in a year?
Yeah, I already did the math. If I keep improving, by next year, I'll basically be a superhero.
It means you'll be 37 times better in a year per James Clear's Atomic Habits.
Oh man, not fun.
Stop whining. Back to the main point. 37 times better? That's insane, and it's not magic, just math. Though, for you, it might feel like magic.
Rude. So, small activities like making your bed every morning actually changes something?
Definitely. That tiny habit trains your brain to finish what you start. It builds discipline, and that flows into everything else you do. BJ Fogg from Stanford University calls this the tiny habits method. The idea is to make the habit so small that it's almost silly not to do it.
Like putting on your hiking shoes instead of obsessing about the mountain, yeah?
Yep, tiny choices like that can shape your future.
All right, step 1, small habits, done daily, easy peasy until I forget.
Shocking. Which brings us to step 2. Don't just set goals, build systems. Ask yourself, what habit will actually move me forward?
How does this work for something like getting fit?
Start small. Doing 2 push-ups right after you brush your teeth?
2 push-ups? That's barely enough to warm up myself.
The point isn't the push-ups, it's wiring the habit. Brush teeth, then do push-ups. Do it daily and soon, you'll do more without thinking. And focus on being consistent, not perfect.
And what if I mess up?
Then restart. Don't wait for Monday, don't wait for motivation. 1 step back doesn't cancel out 100 steps forward. The danger is thinking failure means you're done. Failing is part of the process. Just start again. And to keep track, you could use a journal or an app. Make it visual, use a calendar, mark an X every day you show up, even just a little.
Ah, the Seinfeld trick. Don't break the chain.
Old but gold, yeah? 1 X becomes 2, then a week, then a month.
Unless I go on vacation and eat nothing but churros. Then the chain breaks.
Then you start again, just like I said before.
All right. But do you know what my biggest problem is? Distraction. I open my laptop to study, and 30 minutes later, I'm watching raccoons dancing on YouTube.
Classic, Leo. The 1% protect their time like it's the last slice of pizza. They cut distractions and say no to things that don't support their goals. What activities are draining your focus? Cut them.
Delete social media, you mean?
Or just stop pretending research counts as productivity. Create an environment that helps you focus. Clean space, fewer tabs, and for heaven's sake, silence your phone.
Got it. Guard my attention like it's Wi-Fi during a Netflix binge.
Finally, he gets it.
I've got systems, tiny habits, and a locked-down phone. Am I a productivity ninja now?
Almost. But even with great systems, there's something people still forget.
There's more? My God, I thought we were done. Is this the part where you tell me to meditate on a mountain?
Nope, no chanting required. Here's the thing, even strong habits fail if you don't have a clear reason to keep going.
Ah, you mean purpose. The big, scary why that makes everything meaningful.
Uh-huh. What really keeps the 1% going? When things get boring, difficult, or just annoying. The 1% don't just kind of want success. They know exactly what they're working toward and why it matters.
Get rich or be better isn't specific enough.
That's not a goal. That's a Pinterest quote. Your vision should be clear, measurable, and personal. It should sound more like, I want to save $10,000 this year so I can start a business. Or, I'm training for a marathon next June.
So when life throws a chair at you, your vision is the helmet.
That's not the worst metaphor you've made.
High praise. But what if I have a vision, and I'm also freaking out?
Guess what? Welcome to being human. The 1% feel fear too. They just don't let it pick their life choices.
They're scared, but still send the email or show up to the thing or post the cringe video.
Yeah, fear doesn't go away, but courage is action in spite of fear, not the absence of it.
Wow. It's okay if my brave looks like me sweating while talking to 3 people?
Correct. Shaky courage still counts.
What happens when I've been trying forever and I'm still not seeing results?
That's when most people quit. But the 1%? They adjust the method, not the mission.
Aha. Instead of, well, I've already failed, might as well go full gremlin. They go, let me try a different angle, shall we?
That's right. Breakthroughs usually happen right after most people give up.
Ooh, the 1% are the people who keep digging just before they strike gold.
Yes. While everyone else walks away thinking the mine was empty, becoming top 1% isn't about natural talent. It's something you decide to have.
Whoa, this actually makes me believe I can do stuff. Real adult stuff.
Of course you can, and it all starts small.
Man, past me, really had it backwards.
We all do it first. Success isn't a dramatic Hollywood moment. It's the quiet result of choosing discipline, consistency, and action over and over.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of hoping you'd tell me to just get a magical morning routine and suddenly become a millionaire.
Sorry, no magic. Only systems, patience, and the boring art of showing up.
Fine. I will try my best to be patient while building my 1% empire.
That's the spirit. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Ugh, you sound like Yoda when you say that.
If Yoda had a podcast, it would be this one.
Oh, right. Hey, listeners, Gwen and I want to know, has anyone tried stacking tiny wins like bamboo grows?
Or what's the one tiny habit you'd start with? Drop a comment below. We read everything.
All right, Gwen. I think it's time for our favorite part, vocabulary time.
Yep. Let's break down some keywords and phrases we used in today's episode so everyone can sound 1% smarter every day.
First up, the word is consistency.
It means doing something regularly, even when you don't feel like it.
For example, she practices English every morning with consistency.
Next word, discipline.
That means doing what needs to be done, even if it's hard or boring.
Like, he had the discipline to save money instead of buying new shoes.
Oof, that's a tough one for me. Shoes are my weakness.
Third word, process.
A process is a series of steps to get something done.
For example, learning a language is a long process, not an overnight trick.
Okay, next up, system.
That's a planned way of doing things regularly.
Like, she built a system to study 20 minutes after lunch every day.
Last one, purpose.
That means the reason why you do something.
For example, he works hard with a clear purpose, to take care of his family.
All right, time to test if you were listening.
First question, what's the difference between discipline and motivation?
I used to think they were basically the same thing.
Oh no, Leo. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. Discipline is doing it anyway, even when that feeling is long gone.
So, like, motivation is, I feel like going to the gym, and discipline is, I go to the gym even though my bed is calling me like a siren?
Exactly! Motivation starts the engine, but discipline drives the car every day.
And tell us, what's one small habit you'll start today to become 1% better? We're excited to read what you share.
Let us know your answers in the comments.
All right, that's a wrap for today's episode of Podcast and Chill. If you take just one thing from this chat, let it be this. Small wins matter. 1% today is better than 0% forever.
Yes, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for perfect. Just start with anything. And if you miss a day, that's fine. You're human. Progress isn't a straight line.
Hey, before we go, there's a free PDF waiting for you in the description.
Yep, you can make a copy, write your own small goal, and start your 1% journey today. It'll help you stay on track, one tiny step at a time.
And if you use it, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear how it's going. That's it for now from Podcast and Chill.
Thanks for joining us today. Take care, friends. See you next time.